Hello everyone, and welcome to our cultural exchange workshop. I'm Sabrina. It's my pleasure to be with you today. Together today we'll be exploring how different cultures celebrate their most important holidays and discover the shared values that connect us. I'm also happy to have with me my colleague, our teacher Mahasen Sobhy, who will be sharing some insights with us throughout the workshop. Hello, Mahasen.
Sabrina, thank you. I'm so happy to be with you today and to be talking about such an interesting topic.
Thank you, Mahasen. Okay, we are looking forward today to a lively and interactive discussion and to hearing about your own traditions as well. But before we start our topic, we would like to know your name and your country so we all get to know each other. Let's start. Who will start? We'll start with Alex. Can you hear me? Okay. Rachele. Hello. Just unmute your mic so we can hear you.
Rachel, and I'm from Italy.
Okay, welcome, Rachel. Okay, who else with us today? Nicholas, right? Am I pronounce the name right? Hello, can you hear me? If you have any problem with the internet, you can write in the Q&A if I could help. Who else with us? Lawrence.
Oui. Je suis là. Je vais mettre vidéo. Voilà.
Hello.
Bonjour. Hello.
Bonjour. You're from France, right?
Yes.
Yeah, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
Okay, who else with us? Alex, can you hear us? Okay, we can get to know each other throughout the workshop. If you have any issues, you can send me a message in the Q&A so we can fix it together. Let's start our topic now. Let me share my screen. Can you see it well?
Yes, very well.
Okay, great. Our topic today is celebrations across cultures. We'll talk about Ramadan, Eid, Christmas, and New Year. We will discuss how these celebrations are very similar. We'll go through these points: values, food, gifts, decorations, traditions, and finally, greetings. Let's start with the first point, values of each celebrations. Even though these holidays come from different cultural and religious backgrounds, the core values are the same, as we will see together now. We will start with Ramadan. You know, Ramadan, we have this month of fasting. Um, we have many values in Ramadan, like reflection, for example. And reflection in Ramadan involves self-evaluation. Through this month, we re-evaluate ourselves. We think about our actions, our attitudes throughout the year to try to improve ourselves throughout Ramadan and after for sure. And through this month, we grow also spiritually. This is the meaning of reflection during Ramadan. And also for sure, self-discipline. And this is the most important value in Ramadan. Ramadan and fasting teach us to be committed to something, to have self-discipline throughout fasting, and this is very important. And for sure, compassion. In Ramadan, especially, we have like this extra feeling and care for others during these months to feel their sufferings, their pain, and it makes us show more kindness to other and helping people in need through charity, for example. We'll talk about this point again throughout the workshop in more details. And we now will talk about the second celebration, which is Eid. Eid means the feast, which come right after Ramadan. And when we think about the word of Eid, here, for example, in Egypt, always the word of joy and happiness comes to our mind, because Eid comes after months of Ramadan and fasting, and we working also during Ramadan. So Eid comes with this joyful and vacation. So we have this like this feeling of happiness during the 3 days of Eid, and we relax after the month of Ramadan. So it's really so joyful, and for sure we feel the value of unity because in Eid we have Eid prayer. Eid prayer is in the early morning of the first day of Eid. So we gather all in the same time every year to do this prayer together to celebrate this vacation. So it's really gives us the feeling of unity and for sure family gathering throughout the 3 days of Eid. We visit each other, we gather, and starting from the prayer of Eid. After the prayer, we see everyone, we see our friends, we see our family, our neighbors. So it's really very joyful. Okay, now we will talk about Christmas. And when talking about Christmas, we think about kindness through Christmas. And it's always shown through like giving gifts as a way to express love and appreciation. Also helping people in need, like in Ramadan. So it's we have this similar value, and we'll talk about it also. And for sure, family warms. We spend a lot of time with family and friends. Every year in Christmas, people gather at the Christmas dinner with the same people, with the same family member. So it's really great value and gives this feeling of happiness every year and reconnecting with the people. Also, kindness shown also through forgiving. We have like this the same thing in Ramadan, like before Christmas or before Ramadan. If we didn't connect with specific people for specific reasons, we forget about all of these things and reconnect, say hi, and greet each other. So it's really a great thing before celebrations. And we have also the spiritual reflection for sure. The spiritual reflection for many people includes like reflecting on the meaning of Christmas, such as love, peace, or hope, for example. Also, spending time in prayer, attending church services, for example, thinking about gratitude and appreciate all the blessings you have and all of this stuff, like the core values of Christmas. And now we finally reach the new year, and I like this celebration so much. It's like uh, a new beginning. And the value of reflection during New Year means like reviewing the past and setting new goals for the future. So it's really a great thing. And we also have this same thing in Ramadan. Like I told you, reevaluate everything and thinking of improving ourselves in the future. And for sure, the hope for a better future. We think of optimism and believe of a better tomorrow. And as I told you, the new beginnings for sure. Okay, now you tell me, which value do you feel most connected to during holidays? Who will start? Pick one, only pick one. You feel it when I told it with you now. You feel it, and it's like the most important value for you in the holidays.
Can I participate?
Yeah, sure.
I think the value that I feel most connected to is the family warmth, because we gather all together as a family, and maybe I would see like cousins that I haven't seen for a long time because of this holiday. So the reconnection, as you said, is what I actually feel connected to, and what I value also the most.
Yeah, right. Me too, also. I think the holidays is about gatherings. So it's the most
Exactly.
important thing for sure.
I
Okay, who
think the
else will
same.
participate?
Sorry. I think
Okay,
the
Lauren,
same. I
there you
was
go.
going to say the same thing. And I admire young people because they also have a great sense of the family that I think when I was young, a long time ago, we didn't have so much. But now I think
Yeah,
it is very, very important. And I think everybody
exactly.
now,
Yeah,
all generations gather and think it is very important.
yeah,
Yes,
exactly.
I
It's
agree.
so beautiful also. Thank you, Lawrence. Who
You're
else?
welcome.
Um, this is Margaret here. Yeah, I
Hello,
think
Margaret.
Ahlan. I think the same family, and the point you made about if there's somebody you haven't seen during the year, or
Yeah,
some event that you didn't mark, maybe a baby was born or somebody got married or there was a death and you just didn't get around to catching up with those people. Christmas is always a really good time when you can do that, and it's kind of acceptable. If you have forgotten something during the year, it's
yeah,
kind of acceptable
exactly.
at Christmas to do it, and you kind of get yourself sorted out again, so yeah, so I think, or getting with people overseas or people you haven't seen for a long time and that kind of thing.
Yeah, you're
It's
right,
true.
exactly. Okay, who else with us wants to
Like
participate?
the idea of sharing or in general.
Raquel is talking, right? Yeah,
I'm
sorry, I can't hear you.
talking, Rachel, because like here now, for example, it's Christmas time, and yeah, hear me now? Can you hear me?
Yeah,
Yes, we
now we
do.
can hear you. Mm. Yes, Raquel, I can hear you. Go on.
Okay, I was saying that maybe sharing is the value I is important, but friends and like people in general, like now it's Christmas time and we are trying to to spend more time with like people we love. Like for example, tomorrow night. And I also like the idea of going back and feeling like the childhood we had inside. For example, we like to share more, we like to gather, we like to spend more time together, like more in general, not just the family.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. It's like a break from everything, just reconnect. So it's really beautiful. Thank you, Raquel. Okay, who else would like to participate? If you
Just
want to write, also it's okay. If you can't speak, you want to write, you can write in the Q&A. Sorry, someone was trying to talk.
I was going to say that you know, in the Muslim tradition, you have Ramadan with fasting, and that leads on to Eid. And
Yeah,
in the Christian tradition, we also have a period of preparation before Christmas. Now, it doesn't involve fasting, like the period before Easter involves fasting, but it does involve kind of, it's called Advent, and it involves kind of spiritual reflection and preparing for the arrival of Christmas in the spiritual
yeah.
sense. So does that kind of parallel as well? That even though it's not a period of fasting, it is a period of preparation in a different kind of way.
Yeah, and also we have before Ramadan, also we have this preparing time. We will talk about it also throughout the workshop. We prepare a lot of stuff before Ramadan begins and also before Eid. So I think this thing is common between us. Thank you everyone for your participation. Okay, now we'll go on with the presentation. Okay, Mahasen, the mic is with you now.
Okay, thank you, Sabrina. So when we talk about any kind of celebration, of course, food forms like a fundamental part of it. We gather, as we said before, we reconnect, we cook together, we eat together. So it's a very important part of any celebration. For example, the first one we have is the Ramadan iftar, which is during Ramadan, as you know, we have two meals. Iftar is the breakfast with the sunset, and suhoor is the pre-dawn meal, like late in the night. So in the iftar, we have many types of food. We have some examples here, as you can see. The first one is khushef. Khushef is the dried fruits, which is we actually eat as soon as we break our fasting. We usually people break their fasting by eating one date or a couple of dates and then the khushef. Also, a very famous plate here in Egypt and in the Arab world is mulukhiyah. Mulukhiyah is a green soup with the plant that has the same name, actually, mulukhiyah. You can eat it during the year, actually, but also in Ramadan. Many people like to eat mulukhiyah alongside with rice or with bread. Also, we have mahshi, which is many people's favorite. Here we have one kind of it, which is the wine leaves. In my opinion, it's the best kind. Also, we have other types like the cabbage. We have also aubergine and zucchini. It's vegetable stuffed with rice inside, sometimes meat, but most of the time is rice. And also we eat it in Ramadan. And the fourth type we have here is رقاق باللحمة المفرومة, which is some kind of pie with minced beef inside. Also, we eat that along the year and especially in Ramadan. And then we go to the desserts. The two types of dessert that are very famous during Ramadan is the kunafa and ataif. Kunafa, I'm sure you're familiar with these two, especially the kunafa, because it exists in not only in Egypt, I think it's like throughout the Middle East. Kunafa also itself has many types. Here we have in the picture kunafa bil ishta or bil krima with cream inside. Also, we have the plain one, kunafa. Some people prefer to eat kunafa with milk. And we have kunafa with chocolate, and also the Palestinian one that is called kunafa nabulsiya with cheese. All of them are fabulous, to be honest. And then we have also ataif. Ataif is basically like pancakes, and inside them we have either nuts, cream, or chocolate as well. So they are sweet. We have also other types of desserts, but these are the typical ones in Ramadan. And then we have Eid desserts. Usually the Eid that comes after Ramadan, we call it Eid al-Fitr, of course, that's the name, but also we call it Eid al-Kahk. Kahk, it means like cookies, and biscuit is like biscuits. Usually people go during the maybe 10 last days of Ramadan to buy the cookies or the biscuits. And we eat it during Eid al-Fitr, which lasts for 3 days, alongside with coffee or tea, or my favorite tea with milk, with the cookies. This is heaven. And then we go to Christmas dinner. So I think it differs from one country to another, but the very famous ones are the roast turkey. And the roast turkey is, I think, a fundamental one, especially in North America and parts of Europe. We would need like your participation to know more about this. And also the mashed potatoes is the perfect comfort dish alongside with the roast turkey. And also they are very famous in America, I guess, and some parts of Europe. They are like classical dishes, so the classic dishes there. Okay, and then for the Christmas desserts, we have, I think there are many types, and the English trifle is a very famous one. It's like layers of cream and fruit with like spongy cake. And also the Christmas pudding with dried fruits inside, or like, of course, chocolate. And I would like to know also your special plates or desserts that you have in your own country. The Christmas cookies are very famous throughout the world, and they have the shapes, they are very colorful, and they have the shapes of the decoration that we will talk about later here in the workshop. And I think it's like part of, also, as Sabrina said before, it's part of something that would give you joy. Like when you look at the cookies, they are very colorful, joyful, especially for the kids as well.
Okay, if you have specific famous dishes in Christmas, you can participate with us, so we could know also your famous dishes.
In France, we have the log for dessert, which is a cake that you can make at home. You do a big square or rectangle of pastry, and then you put on it either chocolates or fruit or cream or whatever, and you roll it. Yes, you roll it, and then you cook it in the oven. But nowadays, a lot of people buy the Christmas loaves. There are a lot of them in every shop nowadays. A lot of them are ice cream. You can have them cold, very cold, or just normal cake. And they are decorated, of course. They look like real logs, you know. You can see like a chunk, you know, with cream. And on the log, we put little dwarfs or little Father Christmas or little plastic things. Maybe not always plastic, but very often.
Yeah, great. We will try to prove it one day, inshallah, in France.
Yes, come to
It
France. We
sounds
invite you.
Yeah. Okay. Who else?
In Italy, that's the last thing I say because I gotta go to work. We have Pandoro and Panettone, which is both are soft cakes and tall. And we always eat them. And Torrone too. Torrone is basically chocolate, and it can be white chocolate, dark chocolate with almonds inside.
Yeah.
And I really care about it because I remember when I was in Egypt during Christmas time, I really missed Pandoro and Panettone, but Pandoro more. And I remember one day Amira brought me a piece of Pandoro, and I was the like happiest girl ever.
Yeah, I remember. You also attend Ramadan with us last year, so you have noticed any similarities in the atmosphere between Ramadan and Christmas?
Yes, there's many things that are similar, but many things that I think is not different, but in Ramadan you can feel it more. That's why I should not say it, but I usually say Ramadan is more beautiful than Christmas because for like Ramadan has more the idea, I think, of giving up on something, which is water and food. And everyone is sharing that sacrifice, let's say, that you make every day. So when people gather during the nighttime, it's more you feel more the sharing moment, the idea of being together.
Yeah,
But
right.
yes, I think I felt it more. I usually say when people ask me about how was Ramadan there, I usually say it's like living Christmas for 30 days, but 10 times more every day because
Yeah,
everyone waking up together, starting eating together, starting drinking together, starting praying together. There's more the idea of sharing, but many values are shared between the two cultures and religions because there's the idea of being good, of sharing, of helping others, of helping poor people. But I don't know. I felt Ramadan stronger than Christmas. That's a good
yeah,
thing.
maybe also because it's longer. That's why
Yes,
you feel the atmosphere for a long time, so it's really great. Thank
and
you
it
so
was
much. Okay. Yeah, yeah.
yes, it
Okay.
was just
Eh,
weird to me too. Like we usually make presents before Christmas, and
Yes.
you
Yeah.
have presents after, like at the end. That was a little bit weird to me, but it's just different. It's just different.
Yeah. Thank you so much for your participation, Raquel.
Thank you, Leila.
Bye bye. Goodbye.
Bye.
Okay. Okay. Who else would like to participate? Tell us a famous dish in your culture in Christmas.
Yes, I think, yes, Ramadan is more profound. There is more sharing, more intensity than Christmas. I love Christmas because we are with the family, but I think more and more it has become in France a question of presents, buying presents, running into the shops to buy a lot of things, and it has become more material than it used to be.
Yeah, but everyone, and you start with yourself to make your own atmosphere with your own family, to not turn into a material thing because the spirit is all about the spirit. So we make the spirit. So
Mm.
try to focus on this every Christmas.
Mm-mm. Mm.
Okay. Uh, Anyone would like to say something before we go on with the presentation? Okay. Thank you, everyone. Now, we will go to the third point of our presentation, which is gifts, gratitude, and generosity. We will start with Ramadan. In Ramadan, in general, in all the cultures and celebration, we have the same, we share the same like culture of giving, but in different ways. But we all have this culture of giving. First thing in Ramadan, sharing meals. The most beautiful thing in Ramadan, sometimes we are late. Uh, we can't reach home before iftar. We are coming back from work, for example, or going anywhere else. And the iftar time is getting close. And the 1 hour before iftar time, the traffic is really going crazy because everyone wants to go home in the iftar time at the sunset. So you will find always in the street volunteers who are giving you dates, for example, Ramadan drinks and water. So if you couldn't reach your home before iftar, you will have something with you to break your fast. So it's really beautiful. I think this thing is really beautiful in Ramadan. We feel like we all a big family. We share everything together even if we don't know each other, but we feel this spirit. So it's really great. The second thing is the charity, and we call it in Arabic zakah or sadaqah, and also feeding the poor. The charity is really, really important in Ramadan. We try to help the people in need always, and we have this type of uh, uh, charity. Like it's not only charity, but it's like a tradition more. As you see in this picture, it's like a big table. It's very long table. It's called Ma'idat al-Rahman. I don't know if you heard about it before or not, but the literal meaning of it is the table of God. It's like a table full of generosity, and it's organized by a lot of organizations, and also some people organize these tables by themselves. It's like a Ramadan tradition. And it's not only for the poor people. If anyone are late and don't have the time to go home, you are very welcome to join this table. As the organizers, we always welcome you. So it's really great. Also, this thing make us feel that we all one family, having the iftar together. So it's really great. Now, the second thing, Eid or the feast. In Eid, we always have this tradition when we were kids to buy new clothes, and until now, by the way, it's like things that make us feel happier in Eid. We buy new clothes, like a pajama for the night before Eid, and an outfit to wear it in the first day of Eid. So it's really, it's not like a normal feeling like buying clothes in the normal days. It has this special feeling in Eid. So it's really great. And for sure, we have money gifts. It's called Idea. And the word idea coming from Eid. And like you see in the picture, it's especially for kids, makes them like feel happier. But actually, I still take idea from my parents until now, and it's really makes me feel happy.
Yes, I think it's the thought itself.
Yeah, exactly. And also because I'm the small member of the family, so I take a day from my parents and my big sister.
Everyone.
So I'm very spoiled. Yeah.
You're lucky. MashaAllah.
Exactly. And now we get to the Christmas point. And for sure, Christmas is famous of the gift exchange. It's the most important thing in Christmas. And it's really a great tradition. It's like a way to express love and care. It's really great. And also, we have charity drives here in Christmas, like Ramadan. And in Christmas, charity is like donating money, food, for example, or clothes to those people in need, and also supporting charities and community organizations, and volunteering time also to help the homeless people or the old people. So it's all great things to be done in Christmas, and it has this good feeling when you have done it. And finally, the new year. We have 2 points in New Year. For sure, the gratitude rituals, and you know that in the New Year, it's not about the gifts, the material gifts. It's more something moral, like sharing words of appreciation with your family and friends, to be thankful to have them throughout the year, and to be thankful for all the people who have been there for you. So I think it's more meaningful than a material gift. And also like writing or saying the things you are grateful for. It's really also gives you a great feeling, and like taking a quiet moment to reflect on blessings during holidays. And for sure, the resolutions. It's a really important thing to write your resolutions and encourage your close one to write them. It's really also gives you like the encouragement and enthusiasm to start your new year.
The resolution list that we keep writing every day, every year. We
There is
try, we try.
also, yeah, 2 or 3 points are,
Yes, they are
postponed to
repeated.
the next year. Yeah. Okay. And now, I want you to tell me what is the best gift you have received during holidays? Thing you always remember. Even it's a small thing, but meaningful for you.
Well, I'm in Ireland, and here we have a tradition of Santa Claus for the children.
Yeah.
Things I remember, the things I remember most are the little things kind of Santa brought me when I was a child, because Christmas was the only time of year when we got any gifts, or toys, not like now, not like nowadays. So I remember kind of a little tea set, which I wish I had kept. Beautiful kind of
Wow.
del little tea set, that I must have made thousands of little cups of tea for my doll with tea set. Lots of little things that I wish I had, I still had, held on to, that I haven't let go of.
Yeah, it's a great feeling when you have a new toy when you are a kid, especially in Christmas. It's really great.
Mm-hmm. Because we
Okay,
have this
next one.
tradition of Santa Claus for children. We have this tradition of
Yeah,
Santa. We
yeah.
all believed that this big man in a big red trousers came down the chimney and we all sent him letters to say what we wanted for Christmas. And then when you're kind of about, well, now sometimes very young, but then I was probably about 11 or 12 before I realized Santa wasn't real, you know. So
Yeah,
yeah,
The shock.
a shock.
exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, anyone want to participate? Okay.
I would like to participate. By the way, I'm sorry
Yeah,
for not
sure.
being able to show my face. I don't know, there seems to be a problem with the camera. But in any case,
Never mind. Welcome, Alex.
in Germany, and I think it's celebrated like that everywhere. It's not just in East Germany, but also in West Germany. We don't only have Santa Claus, but we also have Santa Claus's helper. So on December the 5th, we have someone called Knecht Ruprecht, so which basically means the assistant of Santa Claus, named Ruprecht or Rupert, whatever. And he comes during the night too, and he puts in little gifts, fruits, and yeah, usually these things, and maybe clothes, whatever fits into the shoes, which the kids have
Yeah,
to
nice.
clean the night beforehand. So, but the thing is, the catch is, if the shoes are not clean, then Knecht Ruprecht would put in coal and twigs of a Christmas tree. And back then,
Oh.
like during the time of my mom's childhood, the twig of a Christmas tree was used to actually slap children's butt because the children misbehaved. So yeah, and still like nowadays, even when I was here living in Berlin like 2 years ago, I saw some people, like even though it was an international student dorm, I saw some people putting out their shoes and other people put in like chocolate bars. So it's still celebrated. I think we also have this tradition elsewhere, like in Austria and also in Switzerland, but they are quite different. For example, in Austria, Santa Claus's helper is something scary, maybe, and in Switzerland, he's called Schmutzli. But yeah, I don't really know much about these, but I know there's something similar.
Yeah, great. I didn't know about the assistance of Santa, so thank you for the information. It's a great. Thank you.
Yes.
We do that in France. We always put our shoes on the 24th at night for Father Christmas to come during the night and put gifts on the shoes.
No, so
Yeah,
it's the same idea.
yeah. Thank you, everyone. Okay, Mahasen, you can continue.
Okay, now we will talk about the lights, decorations in of the celebrations we mentioned before. Before talking about them, we will show you a couple of pictures, and we want you to guess to like which holiday or to which celebration you think it is. For example, here we have the first picture. Which holiday do you think it is?
Eid.
Yeah, very good. That is actually Eid, like the day right after the last day of Ramadan. Usually everyone is holding like colorful balloons. That is true. What about this one?
In Europe somewhere? It looks like Germany or east of France.
Yeah, but which holiday?
Christmas?
Exactly. Christmas. You can see like the stars and here like the little tree made of lights. That is true. Okay, what about this one?
This is Eid or
No, it's not Eid.
no? Ramadan?
Ramadan. Yeah, exactly. It is Ramadan. You can see the little lanterns. We will talk about this, and also like the crescent moon there. And the last one,
Mhm.
this one is pretty obvious.
New Year?
The New Year, exactly. Very good. With the fireworks. Okay, let's talk about them. The first thing, we have Ramadan, the Ramadan decoration. As maybe you have seen in some Arab countries or like Islamic countries, we have the crescent moon that we call in Arabic Hilal, Hilal Ramadan. When the moon looks like in like this shape, it's because it's the beginning of Ramadan. It begins with the sighting of this crescent moon. That's why it symbolizes Ramadan. So we tend to buy like decorations with this shape, whether it's lights or like made of anything. And the fanus. Fanus is this special kind of lantern that we have as a decoration now, but it has actually a story that I will tell you. Fanus, it was like a normal lantern before, especially in Egypt. In the past, people used to go in the night to the mosques to do the prayer. We have, as you know, like normally we have every day like 5 prayers during the day, but in Ramadan we have an additional one that we call Salat al-Tarawih. Sabrina will talk about this. Salat al-Tarawih is usually here in Egypt, for example, at could be 8:30 or slightly after that. So people go to the mosque to do this prayer, and also we have a very late prayers afterwards. That's called tahajjud, and could be like after the midnight. So in the past, there were not enough lights in the streets, so people had to bring their own lanterns to light up the streets to be able to see and walk to the mosques. And with the time, it became a tradition. It became actually like a way of celebrating Ramadan. You could see some little kids with the fanus, like playing with it. We don't need it now, but still it's like a symbol of Ramadan. Everyone will buy fanus at their houses as a decoration, or as you can see on the picture on the right here, we have like a big, this is the traditional shape of fanus actually, a big one like in the street, as we decorate also streets during Ramadan. And if you go to Egypt here before Ramadan, maybe like 2 weeks before Ramadan, in the markets, it's like filled with fanus, like lanterns and decorations of Ramadan. Also, we have the stars, nujum, as a part of decoration because it symbolizes, you know, like the sky, the night, which is like a similar thing with Christmas. Like in Christmas tree, you have the star is very important with the tree, as we will say. Also here, like in the decoration of Ramadan, we have some colorful like flags because they are easy to make and also very, you know, like joyful to look at. Okay, and then we have the Eid decorations. We don't have much like variety of Eid decorations as we have seen in the previous picture before. It's just like colorful balloons, but it's really a joyful moment, especially right after the prayer, because you know the prayer of Eid is usually in the open places. We don't pray inside the mosque, we pray outside the mosque, so people like in the street. If you pass by early in the morning on Eid day, you will see like many people praying together. And right after the prayer, usually people hang like this big number of balloons, and they would just like untie it, and the balloons would be everywhere. That's like a big moment for the kids. They try to catch the balloons and play with them, and it's simply like an act of cheerful moment for everybody. Even grown-ups actually try to catch some balloons and like live the joyful moment. Okay, the decorations of Christmas. Of course, the famous Christmas tree. So we would need also like additional information from you. Please like correct me if I'm wrong. The Christmas tree is like a fundamental part. I know like that people decorate their houses with the tree, which is the evergreen tree. The name is evergreen tree. I've read also that the original it was originally in Germany, and then it went out to like parts of Europe, and then to the USA also, and then to the whole world. So it's a symbol of like hope and life during winter, yes. And then you have also the other decorations and the ornaments on the tree, and you have the famous star on the tree there. And also, like, of course, you put like all the gifts underneath the tree, as you have mentioned before. And the Christmas star, it's like it has a religious meaning in the Bible. It's called the Star of Beit Lahm, as it guided the three wise men to Beit Lahm in Jerusalem. So also, if it has like other meaning or symbolizes something else, we would like you to participate and tell us, please. Also, there are like the of the decorations. Also, there are like the candy canes. They have like this beautiful shape, and also like kids, of course, love candy, so it's part of the decorations too. And also the stars, as we said, in Ramadan and also in Christmas. So the last one we have here is the New Year celebration. I think this is more global thing. Everybody likes to celebrate the New Year with the fireworks. It could be like a very big celebration, of course, bigger in big cities than small cities or like villages. And people would also like buy balloons, which is like a similar thing also with Eid, and different shapes of balloons, also like balloons that have the shape of the new year coming, and people would also have the same or similar decorations from Christmas, because Christmas and the New Year, they are very close in time. So you would find both decorations together. I think everywhere, and here in Egypt, the Christmas is different. It's in January, so you would find also both decorations together. Yeah, that's about it. Now we would like you to participate with us and tell us like the holiday decoration with one Arabic word. If you can describe it with one Arabic word, what would it be?
Akhtar.
أخضر.
Is Akhtar green?
Yeah, أخضر.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're very good.
الشاكرة Akhtar. Other decorations, fil bab, on the door.
True, yes, true. What else? Also, if you want to tell us something that we haven't mentioned of the decorations, please feel free to add, give us some information.
Maybe the garlands, because we use a lot of garlands to decorate the tree, and we put them everywhere in the house.
Yeah, Thank you.
Okay, anyone else? Okay, maybe I could say that the decoration is mubhig, for example, or gamil, like beautiful or cheerful.
Yes, I would say also like farha, joy.
Colorful,
Yeah.
lone,
colorful, like alwan, colors, malawin, colorful. Very good.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.
Okay. Now we will discuss some traditions, and it's really more similar than you think. We all like prepare for holidays in the same way. The first point, we prepare the house in a particular way. For example, we do like deep cleaning for the house to welcome the holiday. And also we do shopping. We buy decorations. We buy, for example, any new clothes. And we buy also food to prepare the famous dishes in each celebration. And cooking, as we discussed before, like before Ramadan, for example, we do like a big shopping before Ramadan and prepare a lot of stuff, like to prepare the food to be ready for cooking. For example, put the spices on the chicken, like preparing the mahshi, and leave it like in the freezer to be ready for cooking, to make like the month easier in cooking.
And
We
also
have
to
this.
give some, sorry, Sabrina. Also, I think some people would like to buy ahead to be free during Ramadan for like religious, performances and the gatherings, as you said.
Exactly, yeah. Exactly, yeah, that's other reason. And also because the fasting sometimes it's exhausted with work and with preparing a lot of things. So when the things is ready, it's much easier to make the cooking process. And also in Eid also, the generation of our mothers like to cook cookies, kahk al-Eid, as Mahasen mentioned, and the biscuits of Eid. But actually, our generation buys them. We we didn't have enough time to do this, but also preparing them at home is also a joyful thing. So
Yeah, it's
it's
more
kind of
meaningful.
exactly, yeah. It's like giving us the spirit of Eid before the Eid started. And for sure, the spiritual aspects, either going to the church or the mosque. We have in Ramadan, as Mahasen mentioned, we have two prayers at night. We have a prayer called Taraweeh. It's every day in Ramadan. And Tahajjud, it's in the last 10 days in Ramadan. It's like after midnight. It's like a special prayer during Ramadan. And also, I heard that in Christmas, you have also special prayer, night prayer, in the Christmas day. I don't know, I'm right or not, but I heard from some friends that you have also a special prayer at night in Christmas. So it's like the same spiritual aspects we do in our celebrations. And the last point, and actually, it's the best point I liked when I researched in the celebrations, that all celebrations are marking like end or beginning of a cycle. Like for example, in Christmas and New Year, Christmas is marking the end of the year. You review everything and you try to be better. New Year is marking the beginning of the year. And also, as I told you, Ramadan, it's like we review everything we have done and we try to improve ourselves. So it's right, it's like a cycle. It makes a time frame of our year. So it's really an interesting thing. It's like we do a special actions or a special traditions that signal this renewal or closure of something. So it's really interesting. I like this thing a lot, and I didn't think about it in this way before. Okay. Now, if you want to share one tradition you usually do to prepare your home before holidays, if you have a specific thing you want to share with us, you can participate with us now. So it's like all in your all houses you have to do like the Christmas tree or you do simpler decoration, for example, and you share with us your traditions during the holidays.
Sometimes I decorate in advance, but this year I haven't decorated yet. Today I packed all the things I bought for as gifts. I've just
Yeah.
finished, but tomorrow I will decorate.
Great.
And what I like during the holidays is to make little biscuits with my children and grandchildren, because
Yeah.
everybody can participate, and it's really
Yeah, we do
enjoyable
this
for everyone.
in Eid, so it's really joyful, and also for kids, it's really
Oh,
good to
yeah.
participate to do something together.
Yes. And decorate the little biscuits.
Yeah, great. Thank you. Okay, who else want to participate?
Um, So, one thing I do is, on our Christmas trees, we have all sorts of with baubles and stuff you buy in the shops. But anytime I travel anywhere, I collect something from that place and I put them on my Christmas tree. So mostly I collect angels, but this year I have a fanus from Iskandria on my tree
Wow.
That's
that
nice.
I got from my teacher because
Yeah, this is the literal meaning of cultural exchange.
Yes, true.
Yeah, it's great. Thank you. Okay, anyone would like to participate before we go on?
So, well, I'm not the one who's decorating the house because it's up on my mom to decide what's decorated and what's not. However, something I actually liked as a child before celebrating Christmas was building a gingerbread house. And
Yeah.
now, but back then I didn't have siblings, but now as I have siblings, I see them because they're much younger than I am. I see them building that gingerbread house, and this year they were also building it with the partner of my mom, and it was quite cute to see um, because it never ends up looking like the gingerbread house on the box they're trying to sell, but it's still a fun experience because you need to have some patience because the sugar is not sticking immediately. And
Yeah.
they're putting like gummy bears and chocolate, and even like my mom even had the idea to put on like what are they called, like little LEDs on the house so that it glows in the dark. So yeah, there's some fun stuff to do. And I'm not sure whether it's celebrated in Ireland or in France, but here, starting from December the 1st until Christmas, we also have something called an advent calendar. So every
Yeah.
day we open a door of a calendar, or the kids do, and there's a little toy, or usually it's a little piece of chocolate inside.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
it's
cute.
nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you, Alex.
We have it now in France, but we didn't have it when I was young. I think it came from Germany to France. This
Yeah, the
advent
children have
calendar.
it in Ireland now, but it's a recent thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think in the past years, because of technology and social media, the cultures
Yeah.
become more close to each other. It's not like
Mm.
in the past years.
Mm.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you, everyone. We will
I think
continue.
it's actually a more here it's more a kind of a commercial thing, you know. The chocolate companies have learned about this, and now it's quite a commercial part, I think, of Christmas here now.
Yeah, it's their season. Also, they take advantage of the season.
Mm.
Okay. Okay, Mahasen, you can continue.
Okay, so how do we greet each other during these celebrations? We have we will say like both the modern standard Arabic and the colloquial Egyptian Arabic. During Ramadan, we say Ramadan Kareem. So the word Kareem means generous. So basically, you're telling somebody have a generous Ramadan. Also, very widely used is Ramadan Mubarak. And the word Mubarak, it means blessed. So also you're saying have a blessed Ramadan. And the two phrases that we can use in any other celebration. In Fusha, we say كل عام وأنت بخير أو وأنتِ بخير. And in the dialect, we say كل سنة وأنت طيب أو وأنتِ طيبة. This means I wish you, like every year, I wish you are fine, you're well. And this we can use during Ramadan, during birthdays, any celebration that comes every year. And during Eid, the most common one we say Eid Sa'id, which is like have a happy Eid or happy feast, or Eid Mubarak, the same word we used before, which is have a blessed Eid. And the two phrases also كل عام وأنت بخير and كل سنة وأنت طيب. And when you respond to them, you just say the last part. وأنت بخير وأنت بخير or وأنت طيب وأنت طيبة. So during Christmas, it's known like that people say to each other Merry Christmas or Happy Christmas. In Arabic, you could say Eid Milad Majid in Fusha. Majid, the word Majid is glorious. So it's like you're saying have a glorious Christmas. And of course, you can still say كل سنة وأنت طيب أو كل عام وأنت بخير. And the last celebration, the New Year. So we have many things to say here. You can say عام جديد سعيد, which is modern standard Arabic. You're saying Happy New Year, literally. Or سنة جديدة سعيدة, same thing. The word عام and سنة, they're the same. And in the dialect we say more كل سنة وأنت طيب and فصحى again كل عام وأنت بخير. In Arabic, in the dialect, you could still say سنة جديدة سعيدة in Egyptian, but this would sound more formal than كل سنة وأنت طيب. Okay, now we would like to listen to the greetings that you guys say in your own language. How would you greet each other?
So in the Irish language, we also say Happy New Year and stuff, but we also say may we all be alive this time next year. So in the Irish language, it goes Gomerimage bio Aranam Shah Arish.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Well, in France, for Christmas, we say Happy Christmas. That is Joyeux Noël. And for the New Year, we say Happy New Year. Bonne année.
Thank you.
Yes, we also say meilleurs vœux, best wishes, meilleurs vœux. We only say that on the 1st of, in January.
Oh, okay.
Mm.
So best wishes for the coming year.
Yes, that's it.
Okay, anyone else want to participate? We have
So
other.
in Germany, we say Fröhliche Weihnachten. That means Happy Christmas. And for the new year, we say something like Guten Rutsch, which basically means a good slide. So a good slide into the next year. And you can say that Guten Rutsch literally everywhere. And I hear people saying that up until the mid of January. Like when you go to a doctor or when you like meet anyone, whether it's an informal or formal meeting, then you say that. A good slide.
Nice to know.
Thank you. Okay. Okay, Mahasen, you can say in Spanish as you speak Spanish.
You put me on the spot. Thank you, Sabrina.
I think in Spanish, Feliz Navidad, I think, Merry Christmas, because it's
Yeah.
like Italian Buon Natale.
Yes, and
It's like very similar, but with different pronunciation.
yes, Feliz Navidad, and I know that Happy New Year is Feliz Año Nuevo.
Mm. Thank you, Mahasen.
Pleasure.
Okay, we'll end our workshop now with a poll question. So, which word describes your holidays? Is it joy, peace, warmth, or spirituality? You can choose from these 4 options. Okay, thank you for your answers. We have like all the options.
Yeah, but like the
So,
most one is warmth.
yeah. Yeah, as we said in the beginning, it's I think the most important thing, the gathering and the warmth of the holidays. Thank you, everyone. I really enjoyed the workshop a lot.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you for your participation and happy holidays. And I will see you again in the upcoming online activities. Thank you, Mahasen, so much for your participation also. Thank you, and have a happy holidays, and see you soon for sure after the holidays. We'll do
Thank you very much.
anything. So thank you.
Thank you
Goodbye.
all.
Thank you. Goodbye.
Goodbye. Thank you.